Fellow countrymen, members of the ODM party, supporters, and members of the Fourth Estate District, ladies and gentlemen, I have taken note of the announcement made by a section of the ODM National Executive Committee in Mombasa yesterday, the 11th of February 2026, purporting to remove me from the position of Secretary General of the Orange Democratic Movement. Let me state without fear of contradiction that this action is illegal and procedural and a blatant violation of the ODM constitution as well as the principles of natural justice. At no time have I been informed of any allegations against me, be they of indiscipline, insubordination, or incompetence in the execution of my duties as the Secretary General. Neither have I been invited to respond to any complaints in and out of the party on any matter that would constitute grounds for removal of a Secretary General. Consequently, no lawful organ of the party has invited me to any hearing. Indeed, as far as internal differences in opinion go, my only crime is that I have refused and I oppose any plans and schemes within the party to support President William Ruto's re-election, because I have held and continue to hold the firm position that this country cannot afford another 5 years of this expensive, divisive, incompetent, and disastrous Ruto misadventure. Kleptocracy is not a philosophy that an entire nation can give a second chance. This month marks the beginning of my 9th year as SG of ODM. I am the longest serving individual in that position. To serve that long at the feet of the enigmatic Raila Odinga needed one to summon all reservoirs of wisdom from all possible sources, but most importantly, to remain a true and loyal student of the great icon. Even in the current circumstances, I would never betray the ideals and principles of my late party leader. I have served this party with loyalty, diligence, and unwavering commitment because I had a leader in Raila who nurtured young people and young leaders and knew how to bring competing interests and egos into one functional movement. Together, we have defended the Constitution, strengthened internal party structures, and safeguarded the voice of millions of Kenyans who believe in social justice and accountable leadership. My record speaks for itself, and it always will. It is in public domain that my opposition to the party's dalliance with Ruto started long before the Right Honorable Raila passed on. He understood my reasons and accommodated them. It is also a known fact that regardless of what political deals Raila struck with different regimes, he would never have allowed his beloved party to be turned into a mere appendage of State House, where decisions are rubber-stamped after instructions are received from the regime. It is painful to note that sections of the party continue to desecrate the legacy and memory of Raila by turning this party into a theater of the illegal. Just last week, on 3rd February, a Gazette notice was released purporting to legitimize the recent changes in party leadership, with the rider asking for public input within 7 days, even though the stated date had lapsed by 3 weeks. Essentially, those who now purport to run the party are aware that, for instance, the new party leader was installed unprocedurally and unconstitutionally. These shortcuts and illegal edicts reflect the bad manners that progressive institutions and individuals pick up as soon as they get cozy with William Ruto. I leave it to the party members to judge if this really is the path that the Right Honorable Raila Odinga had set for us. Just 4 months after his death, we can all agree that Raila must be turning in his grave. In recent times, many respected personalities within the movement have reached out to me and the rest of the leadership, seeking a middle ground of unity, at least until the National Delegates Convention is called. I may not mention all of them, but the party trustees, and they know themselves, as well as Mama Ida Odinga and Her Excellency Ruth Odinga, the women representative for Kisumu, among others, have worked tirelessly to try and unite the party and renew the spirit of Raila in the party. But it seems the rest of the leadership, answering to instructions from elsewhere, has been unable to embrace dialogue. I want to assure our members across the country that this is not about positions. It is about principle. It is about protecting the integrity of our party. It is about ensuring that ODM remains a democratic institution governed by rules and not by impulses. And whatever actions I take from here, obviously, after wide consultations, I will do so with my head held high, knowing full well that I have never once let down my leader, the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, or the members of this party who are its backbone. As I said in Busia, Raila did not raise cowards. He did not teach us to run away from hardship.